Hello and welcome to this presentation about Truro College, which is part of Truro and Penwith College. My name's Cheryl Mewton, I'm one of the assistant principals at the college and I'm the Director of Studies. The aim of this presentation is to provide information about choices and opportunities available after Year 11. Pre-COVID, we would have been able to invite each school in for an information evening, which would include a tour of the college. But this year, this is not yet possible. So during Year 11, it is about our young people making choices and getting it right. But they don't have to do it all on their own. There's help available from presentations like this, from you as parents and carers, from teachers within the school, and also from careers advisors. Now recently we've delivered to all schools across the county our prospectus, and there should be an individual copy for every student in Year 11. So they've got their own personal copy that they can bring home to you, and you can have a really good look through this catalogue of all of our courses that we have available. We've planned a range of open events as usual this year, but as yet we don't quite know how they're going to operate. They may be physical events or they might be virtual. What we have done is produced a number of subject spotlights which can be accessed on our website, and this is where our lecturers have explained their subjects and given details about their courses. We've also had a virtual tour of the college made available so that you can have a really good look around the college and its facilities and find out where all the different subjects are taught. Keep an eye on social media and our website for further information about our events, but I can tell you that our first open day, which is going to be on Saturday the 7th of November from 10 till 3, will be a virtual open day, but it will also give you the opportunity to ask questions virtually online to our subject staff and also see some activities that are taking place within the college. We can't invite you in because of the current situation with COVID-19, but we will do our best to demonstrate everything online to you. During this presentation, I'll talk to you about the various courses that we offer and their levels and their entry requirements. All of the courses above on this slide will be covered in this presentation. So first of all, one option is A-levels, and we've got just under 40 that students can choose from. So A-levels are subject-based, and students choose 3 different A-levels to study at college. We can usually provide any combination of A-levels that a student would wish to study. The A-levels are now linear, so that means they run over 2 years and all the exams fall at the end of the 2 years. There is some coursework with some A-levels, but generally speaking, A-levels are examined rather than having lots of coursework. A-levels are graded A-star down to grade U. The minimum entry requirement for A-levels at Truro College, and I say minimum, stress the word minimum, is 5 GCSEs, including maths and English, at least at 5s and 6s or above. And for some subjects, there will be a requirement for certain GCSEs to have a minimum grade of grade 6 and hopefully above. So students will choose 3 subjects, they'll study it for 2 years, they will have internal mock exams in June of the first year, and of course some of the A-levels are a continuation from GCSE subjects and some are new, which is why the research is necessary for students to explore the content and find out what they would be studying. Now, we always work really closely with schools to strongly encourage pupils to work towards the target grades that have been set by their schools, because we know that we set minimum entry requirements, but we don't want the minimum. We want the students to get the very best grades they can. So For Year 11 pupils that are watching this, please work with your tutors to get your very, very best target grades. The college has maintained its excellent results this year. The Department of Education league tables have once again placed us as one of the top FE colleges in the country across both academic and vocational measures. The college is placed in the top of all colleges nationally year on year for both vocational and academic results, and this year was no exception here at the college. Now, of course, the summer exams were cancelled this year, with centre assessment grades awarded across all qualifications. But as expected, our students achieved results which were consistent with years of high performance. Overall, our results saw a further increase to record levels, both in the high grades awarded and in the progress that students made during their time here at the college. So here's a list of all the A-level courses that we offer, and you can see there's a huge range there. And as I said earlier, just around 40 different courses, ranging from a whole series of art and design courses through to electronics, business, maths, humanities, media, music, science, sport and Englishes and languages. So just to recap, A-levels are offered over 2 years. They're linear, they're mainly exam based, some have some coursework. We can usually accommodate all chosen combinations, but you do need to do your research to make sure that the course you're choosing is something that you want to study and enjoy studying for those 2 years. So again, research the content, look on the website, use the prospectus, talk to the staff on our virtual open day, look at those subject spotlights and actually make an informed decision so that you know you're going to enjoy the subject. So that's A-levels, that's one option. We also run something called extended certificates. So they run over 2 years, and one of them can be taken as an A-level option. So perhaps a student might want to choose 2 traditional A-levels and then one of our extended certificates. So they are vocationally relevant qualifications. So they're rather like an A-level, but they have a vocationally relevant angle to them. So we run those in health and social care and childcare, mathematical studies, and also in the music area. So we have a classical or jazz option, a rock and pop option, or a musical theatre. Another option at the college as an alternative to A-levels is something called the International Baccalaureate, or commonly known as the IB. The IB is only offered at Truro College in Cornwall. There's no other place in Cornwall that offers the IB. We've been running it for a number of years and we've had fantastic results. It's aimed at those students who are good all-rounders and students who may not wish to narrow their options down to 3 subjects at A-level. As I said, it's unique to Truro College, and we've had a tremendous achievement and progression over the years. The entry requirements are generally the same as for A-levels. Now, we do run a special information session about the IB, and it's planned for the 14th of January in 2021. Now, we don't yet know if it will be virtual or face-to-face, but book the date, 14th of January, and watch our social media and our website for further information about that IB evening. The IB has 6 groups attached to it, and you can see from the slide there's English, there's languages, there's individuals and societies, which we will call humanities, the sciences, maths, and then the arts. So you can see there that if a student chooses one subject from each of those areas, which is what they have to do, they're having a really broad curriculum. And it's almost like what they're doing at school. They're carrying on doing a little bit of everything. So of the 6 options, they choose 3 at higher level and 3 at standard level. So the higher level subjects would be studied in a little bit more depth than the standard. So students would typically choose their strongest subjects, the ones they're most interested in, the ones they've achieved higher in at GCSE for the higher options, and then the standards would be the lower ones. Again, our results in 2020 were in line with the fantastic results which we've achieved over many, many years. This year, the progression routes from the IB, we've had a student studying English literature at Oxford, someone studying medicine at Exeter, architecture at UCL, and 2 have gone to the London School of Economics. And we've also had a student this year who's progressed to midwifery at Greenwich, and someone who's gone on to do sports management at Loughborough. So I hope from that you can see the wide range of progression routes that students go to after studying the IB, because it does very much keep your options well and truly open. The IB we've been running for many, many years at the college, and it's well received by higher education, and it's certainly worth looking at as an alternative to A-levels. The next group to look at are our range of vocational courses that we offer. So 50% of our students at Truro and Penwith College choose the vocational route. So vocational courses, they're work-related qualifications that will prepare young people to go to higher education or into employment. They do have exams, they do have online tests, they do have controlled assessments, but they also have a lot of coursework. So vocational courses are very well suited to students who would like to take that coursework approach rather than depend on exams at the end of 2 years. Vocational courses can run over 1 year or over 2 years, but they do prepare students to go into a particular vocational area. So this slide just gives you a bit of an idea about some of the progression routes that some of our students have taken. And you can see that usually if a student takes a vocational course, when they progress on to higher education, it's usually within that vocational area. So you can see there that from our level 3 diplomas, a student there who did a sports course with us here at the college went off on to Cardiff University to do a sports coaching degree. Another student who did business here at the college actually went on to do construction and management at Salford University. And someone who did a health and social care course went on to Bath to do health and nutrition. So usually students will carry on in that particular vocational area into either higher education or into relevant employment or an apprenticeship. So the first set of level 3 courses, which are vocational, that I want to talk about, are what we call our extended diplomas. Extended diplomas, as you can see on the slide, we have a range from art and design to business to computing to health, media, music, public services, science and sport, a whole range of extended diplomas. The extended diplomas run over 2 years, and one of them is equivalent to 3 A-levels. So students only have to choose one extended diploma, and it's a full-time programme. Academies can fit around it, but they choose one extended diploma that they want to study, and that extended diploma will be broken down into lots of modules and units which will all be related to that particular vocational area. The minimum entry requirements, again, and I'm going to stress this, minimum, are 4 GCSEs at grade 4, including maths and preferably English as well. If students don't achieve their maths or their English whilst they're at school at grade 4, as we know, they continue to study that at college so that they are supported then ready for employment or higher education. The extended diplomas are graded pass, merit, distinction or distinction stars. And you get 3 grades. So somebody who gets 3 distinction stars is equal to somebody doing 3 A-levels who gets A's and A stars for their A-level. So fantastic courses and a different option, different way of studying to A-levels and the IB, but still a level 3 course. So we introduced at Truro College this September 2020 a new qualification, a new range of qualifications called T-levels. We're the first college in Cornwall to introduce them and only part of a few colleges in the country who started this September. From next September, when our current Year 11s will come and join us, we will have 4 different subject areas available as T-levels: construction, computing and IT, health, social care, childcare, and science. So T-levels, what are they? T-levels combine the classroom theory with the practical learning and a placement in industry to make sure that students have a real experience of the workplace. So around 80% of the time will be spent in college, with the remaining 20% spent at the placement. Slightly different from apprenticeships, which is the opposite way around. So a T-level, again, you choose 1 T-level. 1 T-level is equivalent to 3 A-levels, and higher education providers and employers have been involved in the development of T-levels and are very, very supportive of them, and they highly respect the qualification. For those students who would rather follow a skills-based programme, we have a whole range of technical courses. So usually if you're doing a technical course, you start at level 1 because it's skills-based and you have to learn the skills of the particular industry or trade, and you can't really skip levels. The entry requirements all vary, but generally it's around grade 3s and 2s for English and maths, and in some cases it has to include science. So if our young people are interested in going into the automotive industry, construction, into the hospitality area, or into hair or beauty, we've got those technical courses that will support them to go into those particular skills-based areas. Those particular courses are usually graded pass, merit or distinction. And again, our achievements have been fantastic again this year. We also have some progression courses. Progression courses are also in the vocational area and they run at level 1 and level 2. So they're 1-year courses, and what they do is they provide opportunities for students to develop their maths and their English qualifications, employability skills, and also follow a particular vocational route, which might be acting, it might be public services, it might be business. There's a whole range of them. Half of the course focuses on English and maths development, and the other half focuses on the vocational area and work skills. And at the end of the year, students typically would progress within the college onto a level 3 course, or they might progress into employment or into an apprenticeship. And they are very, very wide-ranging in their work skills approach, and also some of them will have work placements attached to them. So that leads me on now to talk about apprenticeships. Apprenticeships are an alternative way of studying to coming to college full-time. They're work-based. 80% of the time is spent with the employer, 20% is college-based. If a student decides to follow an apprenticeship and become an apprentice, they will be paid. We have to work with the employer and with the student to find an appropriate apprenticeship, and there is an interview process that has to take place, and then we work together to develop that apprenticeship with the student and the employer. So that's another option for those students who perhaps would rather be working in the workplace, getting paid, learning the skills on the job, so to speak, but coming into college, say, typically for a day a week. Another option that we have is something called personal and professional development, commonly known as PPD. Some learners may not have been academically successful so far. There may have been reasons why that's happened, and also not everybody knows what they want to do when they leave school. So we have developed this PPD course over the last few years, and it's tailored to meet the individual needs of students. It prepares students for employment, and it also prepares students to progress onto other courses once they know what they want to do. It might be a full-time course at the college, or it might be an apprenticeship. It prepares students to go into work, but it also develops the individual, develops their personal thinking skills and their personal learning. And again, a very, very successful programme. So that's PPD. We have something for everyone at the college, and we have a range of courses at foundation level. So our foundation courses don't have any specific entry requirements. There's no qualifications required. It's very much skills building, confidence development, and along the way, along the programme, achieving some qualifications whilst those young people are here at college. So that's our foundation level provision. So I've gone through now all of the different courses and levels that we offer at the college, but there are also other opportunities. And one of the big opportunities that we offer students is our academy provision. So alongside the main programme of study, once the young person has chosen the courses or course they wish to follow, they can choose, if they wish, to join one of our academies. The academies support excellence in a whole variety of areas. They encourage development and they encourage excellence. So it might be a young person has done very, very well at their GCSEs. They may be looking at going to some of the more selective universities. They may want to join our academic academy. So that would typically involve a session once a week where students all come together and they have different lecturers in front of them, different visiting speakers, a lot of which have been done virtually this year, to open up all kinds of thoughts and ideas to our young people. It might be computing that's the interest, so we have a computing academy. It might be music, where young people can develop their musical skills and their musical talents. We also have a medics academy and a STEM academy to support the students who are interested in those particular areas. And we have a range of sports academies where young people can take their sport to the next level. The main entry requirements for academies are commitment and enthusiasm for that particular area. It's important to say, though, that young people need to choose their main course of study first, and then we look to see if the academy will fit around the main programme of study. In most cases, it will, but not in all cases, but we'll look at that with the student. So what I would like to do now is just to whiz through a number of case studies from a range of students from schools right across Cornwall. So I'm going to skip through these fairly quickly, but I just want to give you a flavour of what our students say about their time here at the college. Some slides will show you a particular question that we asked the student, and some will just give you a quote that the student gave us when we asked them to provide a quote to pass on to future students. So first of all, we've got Lara, and we asked her, how did you find the teaching staff at the college? Lara was from Madruth. She attended Poole Academy. She's studying A-levels, and she says the teaching staff are supportive, enthusiastic, and they're constantly giving help and advice and thinking about the future. Then we have Laura from Falmouth. She attended Penryn College, and we asked her, how has your time at the college been? She says it's been great, the staff are lovely, and they treat you like a member of the family. Jess from St Ives said she felt very, very welcome. She's been shown what to do to succeed, which is very, very useful for her. And Emily from Hale said that the college is very, very friendly and nothing is too much trouble. And then we've got Josh from Penrice in St Austell. He's studying A-levels. And he says the teaching is a very high standard and staff make everyone feel really included. They're always there to help, particularly my personal tutor. And I'll talk about that in a little while. Tanya from Richard Lander School, studying A-levels, just finished with us. Her advice for you as prospective students: don't be afraid to ask. Attend different careers meetings, discover what you want to do, discover your ambition. Shannon from Helston, we asked her how her time at the college had been. She felt very, very welcomed and she got a lot of advice here at the college. She said she really gained her self-confidence and now she's going on to university, something which she wouldn't have planned to do originally. Charlotte from Mounts Bay Academy studied the IB. She says it's offered lots of opportunities and she's really excited for the future. And Kaylee from the Roseland Academy, very, very happy at college, says the staff are really helpful and friendly and the lectures are fun and different every day. And then Charlotte from Mullion School gives some really sound advice for you coming to the college in the future. Her advice is choose something that you're interested in. Make sure that you're going to be interested in what you've chosen to do at the college. And then Karen from Mullion School. Karen has just left us. He was a chair of our student council, and what he says is there's plenty of help available all the time. Georgie from Penair, studying A-levels. She feels she's become much more confident since being at college. Mia from Camborne Science and International Academy, she studied the sport diploma and she also did the Women's Rugby Academy. She says she really enjoyed her course. She says some of it was hard, which I think is very truthful of her, but she said, I recommend the college to anyone. Hannah from Foy River Academy, she's very happy with everything, enjoyed the learning. And Jasmine from Brannell, studying A-levels, she says the staff are helpful and very supportive. Harriet from Truro School, studying the IB. The college is really helpful and flexible. The staff ensure you're on the right course and you can progress in the way that you want. And Joe from Richard Lander School, who's now at university, he did the extended diploma in dance and he said the lecturers have been so helpful in preparing me for uni. Emma, again from Richard Lander School, who did the creative media diploma, she says definitely choose Truro College. It's a great place to be. Ellie from Newquay Tretheris, it's a big step, but I'm loving it. The resources are great. And Dan from Treviglas Community College, I'm enjoying the start and I know what the expectations are. Cooper from Hale did the public services course. He says he loved the teamwork and the expedition aspect. Chloe from Richard Lander did applied science. She really liked the assignment-based approach. It's been really good. And finally, Megan from Redruce School, who did the PPD course, didn't quite know what she wanted to do, says I've made lots of friends and I'm able to study a variety of topics. So hopefully that gives you a flavour of what some of our students feel about their opportunities here at Truro College. So student life at the college. We treat our young people as young adults, but there is more to student life than just studying. There's a great deal of support available while studying at college, and it's something that we're very proud of here at the college. We offer one-to-one tutorial support, both academically and pastorally. So every student that comes to the college will have a personal tutor, and that personal tutor will have some kind of link to the student through the subjects that they're studying. We have extra support from our student services team, so they can offer personal support for students who might need that. And we have careers advisors who can spend time with students looking at options for the future and giving them support and advice on their next steps. We can also support any student who might have an additional learning need. So we will work with the information that comes through from families, from schools, to ensure that extra support is put in place where necessary when students join us at the college. The involvement of parents and carers doesn't stop when students move on to college. So we still have reports and we still have progress evenings. So we still have the opportunity for parents and carers to come and talk to staff about the progress of their young people. We continue to support, as I said earlier, students with their maths and their English, because we know that not having the grades in maths and English above grade 4 can limit progression for the future. So we do work to support students to continue to achieve those grades. So there are lots of extras available at the college, fantastic opportunities. The resources are second to none. We have lots of extracurricular visits when we're allowed to. Obviously at the moment with COVID-19 it's a bit limited, but we do have plenty of opportunities in normal circumstances. We have a Study Plus option where students can choose from a variety of options to mix alongside their main programme. So it might be that they want to do something from our health and wellbeing programme. So it might be a weekly visit to the gym or a swimming session each week, or it might be learning a new language. We have a student association, again, where students can get involved in that. And something which is really important to students is food. So we do have an external catering company that provides food throughout the day for our students to enjoy at different outlets right across the college. So the journey to college is something that lots of people want to have information about. So we have a very positive deal for travel on buses. It's excellent value for money. It involves travel to and from college and anywhere in Cornwall, anytime on a particular bus service. There's bursaries available to help towards the cost of the travel, and we will be giving information out on our website and social media within the next few months about those deals. So you'll be able to find out what the deals actually are around the bus journey. But it's extremely positive and very, very useful for students to have that ticket to help them travel around Cornwall. We really encourage you all as families to explore the options that are available after year 11. Really do a lot of research, particularly in this term up until Christmas. Do lots of investigations. Look at our prospectus, look at our website. There's lots and lots of information there. Give it time and really have a good look at what's available. Attend our virtual open events. Hopefully, in 2021, we may have some face-to-face events. That will all depend on the current situation. But certainly we will continue to provide virtual information. Make the right choice for you as a young person that's going to take you where you want to go. Don't necessarily listen to what your friends are going to do. Actually look at what you want to do for your future and make sure that you explore the options and follow the pathway that's going to be best for you. You would then complete an application online send it in to us, and we will guarantee that you will have an interview. That interview will either be face-to-face or by telephone. Again, we're not sure at the moment, but we carried on all the way through lockdown this year with telephone interviews, so you will definitely have an interview. Make sure that you explore everything that you possibly can, and we at Truro College really look forward to seeing you in September 2021.